I had 4 that were really serious. And the thing that concerned me, I mean, a couple of them were 21, 22. Well, I just turned 60. And that concerned me on the age. But the one I ended up with, Anna, she's 25. But, I mean, we just clicked so well. I mean, I was amazed. It was like I was a kid again.
I really felt at home, I felt comfortable, and then we came to social. And now I understand when I was 20 years old and used to go to a discotheque, how the women used to feel.
Right.
Because, I mean, I had 23-year-olds coming up to me, beautiful women, don't get me wrong. I mean, oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. All the way up to 50-year-olds and everything in between. And I wasn't really interested in dating or anything, but I'm also a realist. I'm not interested in dating a young girl. I'm a little older here. I mean, I'm 60 years old. What am I gonna do, So I've already raised my family, So I really, it was somewhat uncomfortable for me because that wasn't really what I was there for.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, I didn't want to go to the next city,
Which was Poltava. That's right.
I was not interested in going. I did not want to go to another social.
And I remember you telling me that you didn't want to go.
Yeah, I even said, no, I'll pay for a hotel myself. I'll stay. It's not a big deal. I'll just sightsee around Kiev. And that's really what I wanted to do. And you and Helen with AFA talked me into it. You kept telling, no, just go, just go. And despite my reservations, okay, fine, I'll go. I'll just catch a cab the next day if I don't like it or whatever and come back. We talked about that.
Right.
And I came. I didn't even go on the tour of the city.
Mm-hmm.
I just stayed in the room. And then when it came time to go to the social with the rest of the group, I wandered on over to the club and I walked in, and I'll never forget it. Someone who didn't even want to go here, who wasn't looking for a date, let alone a real connection. I walked into the club and there's this woman sitting at the corner of a booth, at the corner of a dance floor, in the booth, sitting on the end. I hate to say cliches, but I mean, stopped me in my tracks. And there was nobody else there. And I felt like a 15-year-old boy in high school that had a crush on some girl. My interpreter, Ina, who was wonderful, said, oh, go talk to her. And I go, no. No. And then I remember saying, look at her eyes. And she said, yes. And I said, they're sad. I said, she's gone through something like what I've gone through. And to jump forward a little bit, it was like my wife and God brought us together. I knew what was happening in her life before I even said hello to her. I just had this uncontrollable feeling for her that if I can do anything in my life to make this woman happy, that's what I want to do. It shocked me. You may even remember, I told you right there by the bar, mm-hmm. when I was looking at her and I pointed to her kind of covertly and I said, if I can make the perfect woman in the world for me, that would be her, sitting right there. And ultimately, between glances back and forth, because every time she would look my way, I would look away, Mm-hmm. And every time she would look away, I would look at her. And then one time, our eyes met and she smiled at me, and I even beat the interpreter over there to talk to her. speak English, and we exchanged phone numbers and email. And I found out that her husband had died from cancer in between the time that my daughter and my wife had died. So about the same time, 2 months before my wife had passed away, her husband passed away. And she did not want to go to America. She was very, I live here, my friends are here, this is it. And then she had 2 daughters, and it was just nice talking to her. I remember she asked me if I like to dance. Look at me. No. If it means physical activity, the answer is no. But I thanked her for her time, and then I just went and stood, and the rest of the night I didn't do anything but watch her. And every time anybody would walk up to that table, I don't know why, I just felt like, if you talk to her, so help me, Ina, again my interpreter, kept saying, go ask her to dance or something. And finally I told her, I said, listen, if they play a slow song, I'll ask her. And again, I guess God heard that, because the next song was a slow song. I said, okay. And about that time I saw somebody walking towards her table, and I ran from the 3rd floor down to her table and asked her if she would dance. I didn't even get all the words out, and she was already saying yes and getting up. So we danced. I found out she told me that she was 37, but in reality she was 38.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe she didn't know whether or not you liked older women.
Mm-hmm. Well, 38 was too young for me. That's not what I'm looking for. But I couldn't help it.
Right.
And then we both had talked about this later on, which we'll get to, but the only way this could have happened is with divine intervention, to put it mildly. I mean, there's her husband and my wife got together, and they went to the big guy and said, listen, we have to get these 2 together. Because believe me, if any couple need each other, it's them. And let me tell you, I need her so much. She is my life now. And I thank God all the time for her.
You too can experience the romantic adventure of a lifetime. Join men from all over the world as they take a trip and find their future brides. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Then click on the notice bell to get notified every time we add something new. Check out our website at